Imagine an action game where every combat move is based on a real martial arts technique. A game that puts your body inside the fighter's body. Puts your mind inside the fighter's mind.
I'm here to talk to you about such a game. My name is Kostas Zarifis, and this is Kung Fu Superstar. Kung Fu Superstar started as a spare time project while I was still working as a programmer for Lionhead Studios. Games, movies and martial arts are three of my favorite things. So as a game developer, I always wanted to create a game that blends these things together in a really cool way. About a year ago, I decided to focus on the project full time, and together with a few industry friends of mine who've also worked on some really big games, we decided to found Kinesthetic Games to develop what we envision as the most ambitious fighting game ever.
I first heard about Kung Fu Superstars when I was working at Microsoft, and one day Kostas came in and he showed me this demo that he had done in his spare time, and the incredible enthusiasm and passion he had for what he was trying to do was to just bowl me over. It was an incredible demo, an incredibly ambitious idea, and something which I couldn't help getting really into.
The core premise is simple. It's about you learning real martial arts techniques and fighting using the techniques you learn. The twist is that all this learning and fighting takes place as part of an epic journey, that of aspiring martial arts stuntman Danny Chang.
Danny loves action films. He's the kind of kid that often locks himself in his bedroom watching old Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan movies, so it's almost like fate when a mysterious kung fu grandmaster opens a school in his neighborhood. It's through your interactions with this character that Danny gradually acquires the skills he needs to enter the Hollywood stunt world. So, as Danny's skill level as a martial artist grows, so does his popularity as a stuntman. He starts off in low-budget action flicks and works his way up to being the hero in kung fu dramas of epic proportions.
When Danny's in front of the cameras, players will get to experience a vast variety of settings, characters and side plots. It's basically a super fun martial arts playground. When he's behind the cameras, players will get to train with Danny, helping him acquire the skills he needs to reach the top. The interesting part is that, since the game will be teaching you real martial arts, the better the stuntman Danny becomes, the better the martial artist you become.
The problem with a lot of fighting games, they're all the same. It's the same thing over and over again. And when I saw this, how Kung Fu Superstar was going to be, I thought this is great. This is the next level of how video games, and more specifically fighting games, should be and will be played. This game will be the Kung Fu movie of the millennium, because you live your fantasies, you fight here, and then you go to the dojo and you learn how to really do it, and then you go back here and you play the game and you kick ass.
But how does all this explosive hand-to-hand combat come to life?
It's through an innovative piece of technology that we're developing, which we call the Fight Choreography Engine.
The Fight Choreography Engine is the meat and bones of the game. It allows us to do many different things. First of all, it allows our designers to create memorable cinematic combat sequences. It's also the thing that drives the different game modes. There's the Director's Cut mode, which is about following the fight choreography script as closely as possible. So the more moves you string together successfully, the happier your stunt coordinator will be and the higher your scores will be. Then there's the improv mode, where no two replays of the same fight sequence will ever be the same. The Fight Choreography Engine will dynamically update the fight sequence on the fly, so it's up to you to perform the appropriate move for the situation. But if you really want to dominate the leaderboards, just fighting correctly isn't enough. You're also going to have to fight dramatically and efficiently.
While experiencing the motion control aspects of the game is encouraged, it is also entirely optional. This is because the engine supports a large and ever-growing range of input devices, from motion control peripherals, to touchscreens, to traditional thumbstick controllers, and we're even adding support for virtual reality kits.
If you so wished, you could play the entire game start to finish on a traditional controller. You can even hot swap between devices on the fly.
Why should we force you into a particular control method? That choice should be yours. Our role is only to make sure that whatever you choose, you're always enjoying a fun and responsive gameplay experience.
Moreover, the engine not only already supports an extensive arsenal of martial arts techniques, but it is also built so that new ones can be easily added.
We want to build the most comprehensive library of martial arts styles and techniques, so we'll constantly be updating the game with new film projects and new martial arts style packs. The amazing thing is that we're building the engine in a really dynamic way so that new fighting styles can cross over to any film project in the game, not just the ones that they come in.
Watch how in this fight sequence the engine dynamically updates the fight choreography script to include moves from the Aikido pack that we just unlocked.
The engine monitors which combat traits you value the most, so if you value speed and I value counterattacking, your Danny will become more proficient in Jeet Kune Do and mine in Wing Chun. It's kind of like the ultimate RPG, where the way you level up in the game is defined by how you develop your martial arts skills in the real world.
It's great. I think that it sort of revolutionized. I know there's other games there, but it's not about Kung Fu. The players, they can actually learn so much, how to control their hearts, how to be calm under situations, and how to use their eyes, and how to be balanced, and also skills. The skills, the techniques, they would be entertained, they would be having fun. So I think it will be very, very popular.
Our mission is to make Kung Fu Superstar the most versatile, most fun, and most innovative fighting game you've ever played. This is the grand vision we all sacrifice our job security for, but for all our expertise, passion, and hard work, there's something else we badly need to make this happen: money.
The money we're asking for will allow us to complete development on the first part of the game, which follows Danny's first forays into the worlds of martial arts and action cinema. Think of it as Danny's origin story. With Kung Fu Superstar, we want to revolutionize fighting games, reach into the future and grab a slice of science fiction gaming fantasy. We want to leverage all the amazing technologies available to us gamers today to create an experience that can range from pure arcade button-mashing fun to extreme simulation of hand-to-hand combat. A fighting game that adapts to your choices and your playing style and doesn't force you down a confined path. It's an ambitious goal with a heavy dose of innovation, but that's exactly why Kickstarter is the perfect place to launch it from. While most established channels for launching projects today are fixated on risk aversion, a fancy term that basically just means constantly doing more of the same, Kickstarter is a place where people can still innovate and turn ambitious dreams into game-changing realities. We can't wait for you to join us in making this dream a reality and change fighting games forever. Thank you for watching, and thank you for believing in Kung Fu Superstar.